5 Secrets to Instant Magnetic Charm. Want to know how to truly magnetic?
Now, Dr. Foster uncovered a massive myth, and this brings us to the core of today's self-improvement lesson. The traditional belief is that charisma means trying to stand out. Having to be the loudest, the absolutely funniest, or the most naturally gifted person in the room. But honestly, that's just not true. Charisma isn't some innate genetic trait that you're simply born with or without. Instead, it's entirely about tweaking small behaviors. It's about subtle, highly practical shifts in your daily energy. So this explainer is all about giving you the exact, actionable steps to make those shifts in real life.
To make this incredibly practical, we've structured this toolkit into 3 key modules. First, magnetic body language. Second, the power of voice and words. And finally, the ultimate secret. Module 1, magnetic body language. We're kicking off here because your body is already introducing you to the room long before you even say your very first word.
So the first practical tweak in our lesson is the 2-second eye contact rule. Basically, this is about using an extended gaze to build instant connection and warmth. Truly charismatic people, they don't look away nervously. They use intentional eye contact as their primary, undeniable tool for establishing a real bond.
Now, what's really interesting here is the science behind it. Research shows that maintaining eye contact for about 60 to 70% of a conversation is the ultimate sweet spot. When you hit this specific percentage, you automatically project maximum confidence and trust. People subconsciously perceive you as super reliable and genuinely interested in them. But how do you actually apply this in your daily life without, overthinking it? Well, here are the exact steps. First, when you greet someone, just make your natural eye contact. Second, and this is the key tweak, hold that gaze for just 2 extra seconds. Hold it slightly longer than what feels typical to you. It sends this incredibly powerful silent message that says, I see you and you are absolutely worth my attention. Finally, step 3, break the gaze naturally. You want to look away softly so you don't end up staring unblinkingly, which, let's be honest, can feel a little intense. Just 2 extra seconds of warmth and then release.
Moving on, our second real-world tweak is the open posture reset. This is the conscious adjustment of your body language to remove physical barriers. Think about it. Walking into a room with slouched shoulders or crossed arms, it builds an immediate unwelcoming wall between you and everyone else. It just makes you look unapproachable.
To fix this, you literally have to hit the reset button on your posture before you enter any conversation. Step 1. Pause for exactly 1 second before you walk into a room or sit down. Step 2. Uncross those arms and consciously relax your shoulders. Really let that physical tension drop. Step 3. Turn your body completely toward the people you're about to engage with. This open, welcoming body language doesn't just invite others in, it actually sends a chemical signal directly back to your own brain saying, I belong here. It completely changes how others treat you because it fundamentally changes how you carry yourself.
Module 2, the power of voice and words. Once your body language has set an inviting stage, it's time to see how our verbal connections build on that.
Tweak number 3 is all about something we all absolutely love hearing, the name echo. Hearing your own name actually triggers a dopamine release in the brain. Charismatic people naturally make others feel seen, and honestly, the easiest way to do that is by using their name. It is pure neuroscience. When someone hears their name, specific areas of their brain literally light up, making them feel surprisingly good and deeply valued. But practical application is key here. You want to be intentional, not repetitive. So here are the 3 perfect moments to use the name echo to make someone feel important. First, during the initial greeting. Second, drop it naturally right into the middle of conversation to re-engage their attention. And third, use it right as you're saying goodbye. Hitting these 3 specific beats makes the person feel incredibly special. Just a quick word of caution though. Overdoing it can sound completely unnatural, so definitely stick to these 3 natural touch points. All right, this brings us to tweak number 4, which is actually beautifully counterintuitive, the micropause. By definition, this is using silence to create communicative weight. See, when most people feel nervous or pressured in a conversation, they tend to rush. They speak quickly, letting all this anxious babble fill up every single second of dead air. But truly charismatic people don't rush. They use the silence to their absolute advantage. There is a brilliant saying, silence is solidity. When you pause, you project this calm authority. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Did you feel that? Just one single second of silence draws people in. It shows you're fully in control and you aren't rushing out of panic. To practice this in your own everyday conversations, follow these 3 actionable steps. First, listen fully to what the other person is saying, instead of just waiting around for your turn to speak. Second, after they finish, intentionally pause for one single beat before you answer. And third, deliver your point. This tiny micro-pause gives your words space to land. It tells the room that you're grounded, you're thoughtful, and you absolutely do not have to rush to prove yourself to anyone. Module 3. The Ultimate Secret. If you suffer from social anxiety, or honestly, if you just hate the pressure of networking, consider this your ultimate pressure relief valve. This brilliantly illustrates the biggest mistake we make in social settings: trying to be interesting versus choosing to be interested. We constantly put this exhausting pressure on ourselves to be the life of the party, right? Frantically trying to invent good stories or sound incredibly smart. But Dr. Foster points out that the fastest, most magnetic way to build charisma is actually to just stop trying to be interesting and simply choose to be genuinely interested in others. This is the Curiosity Spark, our 5th and final tweak. The practical application here shifts the entire conversational burden completely off your shoulders. Step 1, just let them finish their story. Give them the floor. Step 2, ask a deep follow-up question. Human beings have this intense, innate desire to be heard and understood. When you give them that gift by simply asking to know more, they are automatically going to think of you as one of the most engaging people they have ever met.
Let's look at a practical, real-world example of this follow-up question in action. Instead of a dead-end question like, "So, how is work?" try asking, "What is the most exciting part of your job right now?" See the difference there? One begs for a simple, one-word answer. The other invites passion, storytelling, and real emotion. Showing genuine curiosity about someone else's experiences is the absolute ultimate secret to leaving a lasting, positive impression. So, the crucial point we're taking away from this explainer is this. Charisma is built through daily, actionable steps. It's not magic. It's not some secret genetic code reserved for a lucky few. It is merely the consistent application of these science-backed behavioral tweaks. By adjusting your eye contact, opening your posture, echoing names, embracing that micropause, and sparking genuine curiosity, you completely change your energy. You change exactly how you show up in the world.
This entire explainer is a practical toolkit for your personal growth, but knowledge is only power if you actually apply it. So I'm going to leave you with this challenge. Which of these 5 small tweaks will you consciously use in your very next conversation? Pick just one. Try it out today and watch how quickly your own magnetic transformation begins. Thanks for learning with us, and we'll see you next time.